So friends, we can move to the last unit of this module, unit 19, simulation. This is a very easy peasy unit, but it's very important also. So friends, watch till the end and take these notes very carefully. Simulation is a way of studying effects of changes in real system through models. That is, we can do experiments without actual exposure to risk. So using simulation or using mathematical models, we are not exposing ourselves to risk. Here we use computer system to perform experiments on a model of real system. So how we are conducting simulation exercise. Size and complexity of situations make it difficult in many cases of real-time problem solving. So we do simulation. That is, if the size and complexity is very high, we cannot do those problems in real time. So we do this simulation exercise. For example, queuing problems, inventory problems, etc. And the applications are air traffic control queuing, aircraft maintenance scheduling, foreign exchange market, stock exchange, risk modeling in financial area. In all these situations, we cannot do real-time exercise, so we do simulation. Now we can understand how we do simulation through a example. An owner of milk outlet wants to evaluate his daily ordering policy of milk packets for increasing profit in future. Every business venture needs profit, so he needs to increase his profit. So uh, he has with him last 10 days demand record. So he noted down his last 10 days demand record. So we have 10 days data. Frequency, we are forming a table for simulation. First frequency, then demand per day, that is D in liters, and relative frequency, that is frequency by total number of days. Here, demand for 35 liters occur only for 1 day, 45 liters occurs for 3 days out of 10 days, 55 liter demand comes in 2 days only, and 65 liter demand comes in 3 days, and 75 liter demands comes in 1 day. So 1 divided by 10 gives 1 by 10 is 0.1 is the relative frequency, 3 by 10 is 0.3 is relative frequency, and so on. We got 0.1, 0.3, 0.2, 0.3 and 0.1. Now we can calculate demand per day as the demand into, that is number of liters, into its probability, that is 35 into 0.1 plus 45 into 0.3 plus 55 into 0.2 plus 65 into 0.3 plus 75 into 0.1, that is equal to 55 liters. That is, on average, he has to order 55 liters daily, which is a new rule. His old rule was to order demand on previous day. Now we have to assign random number interval. Next table, in this table, we have to assign random number interval. For that, we have to calculate cumulative frequency. This is cumulative frequency. Now, our demand per day in liters is 35, 45, 55, 65 and 75, and relative frequency already saw here, that is 1 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10, etc. So we wrote it again here. Next probability, we got it as 0.1, 0.3, 0.2, 0.3 and 0.1. Now cumulative frequency we have to find out from this cumulative probability we find from this probability chart. For 0.1 cumulative probability is 0.1 itself. For 0.3 cumulative probability is 0.4. How we got 0.4? We can see here. For example, 0.1 is the probability of first row and 0.3 the probability of second row. So to get here, this is to generate, we have to generate random number. Before that we have to find cumulative probability. So we add the first row with 0. 0.1 plus 0 gives 0.1. Next 0.3 plus 0.1 gives 0.4. Now we add 0.2 plus 0.4 to give 0.6. This 0.2 plus 0.4 gives 0.6. 0.3 plus 0.6 gives 0.9. 0.1 plus 0.9 gives 1. Now we have to find the random number. So for the first row, the cumulative probability is 0.1. So we use random number interval as 0, 0 to 0, 9. That is one number below 10. 0.1 is considered as 10. So 0, 0 to 0, 9 is a random number interval of that cumulative probability. For next one, 0.4 is considered as 40. So minus 1 is 39. So next 10 to 39 is the next random number interval. For 0.6, minus 1, 0.6, 60. Minus 1 is 59. 40 to 59 is a random number. Next is 89. 60 to 89 is a random number. And next is 90 to 100. Means 1 is 100. We have to take the complete interval 90 to 100. This is how we generate random number. Now the owner wants to check for the next 20 days either using new method or old method, which method is best for maximum profit. So we in the question itself we will be given the random number for each day. So we have to find the future profit for next 20 days, and he wants to simulate it to find whether the new method or that is using demand for 10 days, last 10 days, or the number of packets of the previous day, that is old rule, is best for maximum profit. Now let D equal to 55 liters, that is demand equal to 55 liters for day 0. We have to simulate for next 20 days given below the random number for each day. Day 1, day 0 random number is not given. So we assign the demand as 55 liters. Day 1 it is 6, 2 is 39 and so on until day 20 it is 84. Now we have to find demand D. Let S be the quantity sold, let Q be the quantity ordered. Now profit equation for new rule is selling price into sold quantity minus cost price into quantity ordered. Here it is given as selling price is 36 liters and cost price is 32 liters. So substituting here we get 36S minus 32Q. Now Q1 is the old, according to old rule, Q1 equal to quantity ordered equal to demand of previous day, and Q2 according to new rule is quantity ordered equal to average of demand of previous 10 days, that is 55 liters. Now PR1 is the profit of old rule, that is 36S1 minus 32Q1, and PR2 is the profit of new rule, that is 36S2 minus 32Q2, where 36 is the selling price and 32 is the cost price. Now S1 is the quantity sold in old method equal to smaller of demand and Q1. S2 is quantity sold according to new method. It is calculated as smaller of demand and Q2. Now we can simulate using the next table. Now we have to write from 1 to 20, that is day 0 to 20, then random number column, then demand column, then quantity sold, then quantity order Q1. According to first methods, S1 is the quantity sold according to first method, and PR1 is the profit according to first method. Q2 is the quantity ordered according to second method, that is new method. S2 quantity sold according to new method, and PR2 is the profit. Now we have to write this table like this here, that is random number from day 0 to day 20. Next we have to write the demand. For day 0, demand is given as 55 liters. For day 1, we have to find the demand using random number. Your random number is given as 6. So we have to go for the last table, last but one table. Here we can see for 35. For 6, that is 0, 0 to 0, 9, 6 comes in between the first row of random number interval. So the demand per day for this is 35. So we wrote 35 here. Then for 39, the demand we have to find again from the table. It's very easy. For 39, 10 to 39, here the demand is 45. So we write it again here like that. We have to complete this column. For 84, the demand is 84 comes between 60 and 89. So the demand is 65. Likewise, we have to complete the full column. Now we have to find the quantity ordered. For first method, quantity ordered Q1 is the demand of previous day. That is 55 is the demand of previous days. For day 1, quantity ordered is 55. For day 2, quantity ordered is 35. That is demand for previous day. So this arrow indicates the quantity ordered on previous day. So just write the quantity ordered on previous day and complete this column. Next we have to write the quantity sold, that is S1. Here quantity sold is the smaller of D1 and Q1. Quantity sold is lesser of D and Q1. Here in the day 1, we can see 35 as the smaller amount. So here 35. Here in the next coming days, here in the day 3, we can see 65 and 45. So lesser is 45. In the next coming days, for the day 5, it is 65, the smaller number. So we wrote 65, and we have to complete this column. Next we have to find the profit, and the equation of profit is 36 into S1 minus 32 into Q1. So we can find the complete column. It's very easy. Similarly, we have to find for the new method Q2, S2, PR2. In the new method, the quantity demanded amount is equal for all the days, that is 55 liters. We found it here. Here we found the demand, so we have to write that here, whole 55. Now friends, we have to find S2. To find S2, here we have to find which one is smaller between D and Q2. Here in the first day 1, the smaller one is 35. Here 35, here 55. So the smaller one is 35. So we write here 35. In the same way, for day 2, the demand is 45, whereas Q2 is 55. So the smaller one is 45. So we have to write it here. So we have to complete the full column. Now we have to find PR2 as 36S2 minus 32Q2. After finding this, we have to add the whole columns downward like this. So we get these values. After that, we have to find the average. To find average, we have to divide 1120 divided by 20. We are simulating for 20 days. So we get the values as 56, 55.5, 50, 24, 55, 50.5, 58. So in the old method, the average sales was 50 liters, average demand is 56 liters, and the average order is 55.5. New method, we got average sales as 50.5 liter, average demand 56 liter, and average order 55 liter. So we get the answer as new method is the best. That is, profitability improves under new method. Using the average of last 10 days and simulating for next 20 days, we get profit for next 20 days rather than taking the demand of previous day. Next, we can go through simulation advantages. Simulation is desirable when estimates on real system would reflect ongoing activities, would be too costly to undertake, and require many observations and extended period of time. So these will not be possible in real circumstances, as there will not be time. The monetary benefit will be using computer system rather than real-time simulation. So simulation is preferable when a mathematical model is not available to handle the problem, or it is complex to solve. If mathematical model is complex to solve, we use this real-time simulation methods, and is beyond the capability of available personnel. So if personnel is not capable of doing the mathematical model for a real problem, so we can use simulation. And if it is not enough to provide information on all factors of interest, we use simulation. Now the disadvantage of simulation, it is time consuming and requires experience and expertise. So friends, that is all from this unit, and this is a small unit, and you have seen that this is very simple problem, and this problem can be asked in the exam also. So if you haven't watched my old videos, please do watch, and please come out with flying colors after CIB exams. So, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Also like my video, it motivates me a lot. So thank you friends.